Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On first down, Britton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Graham. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll take this to the 46. 2nd down at 7. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll run on first down. Britton, and he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now a give right side. Britton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Graham to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Britton. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Decker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw on 2nd down. Decker. He gets it to Thomas. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 95 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Up the middle they go. Dickens. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Decker able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Falcons at 6-5 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
They'll run on first down. Dickens. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Decker. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Decker off to Thomas on the left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Play action. It's Graham. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Britton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now. Britton, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Graham going to set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
On first down, Britton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On second down, Britton, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Graham. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Graham will throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Decker. And the ball is knocked out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Looking to throw. Decker. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Graham to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 2nd down, Graham. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They'll try the left side. Dickens shifts by him. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Decker.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Graham looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Graham. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they go play action now. Graham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side. Britton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 2nd down, here's Graham. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Britton, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down now, Britton. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Back to throw. Graham. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Decker over the middle. It's Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, Decker. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Decker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Fountain.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Decker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Decker, the quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Graham throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the New York Giants. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
To throw on 2nd down. Decker. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Decker.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On 2nd down, Dickens. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. Dickens, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Decker. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Decker
over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Decker. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker coming across the field. He finds Dotson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Decker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Decker. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To throw on 2nd down. Graham, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Graham. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
.40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Graham on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Graham. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Graham here from the shotgun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Decker over the middle. Open is Thomas. That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Decker.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Graham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Graham. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Griffin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Graham. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Decker.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Decker. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Decker escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. operating from the gun. Decker over the middle. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down. Decker.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Decker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And out now come the Vikings. They'll throw on first down with Graham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Griffin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Graham. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, it's Graham. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down, here's Graham. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Graham.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
2nd and 10, here's Graham again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 3rd down, Dickens. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.